Good day, ladies and gentlemen. This is Joy Stephen from or outside the Polinsys studios in beautiful Niagara Falls, and it's one of the warmest winter days in Niagara Falls. It is plus 15 degrees today instead of usually it is minus 15 or below, and therefore I thought I will get out here today and take this video in this wonderful weather in peak winter here in Niagara Falls. I'm just below the statue of Nikola Tesla, and right behind me is the Niagara Falls Canadian Falls. We have the Canadian Falls and the US Falls. I'm right behind me is the Canadian Falls in Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada. Today we are going to discuss about WES, or the World Education Services, and their credential evaluation system. We will go through their website. Please follow me and hopefully you will learn something from this. Okay, now we are going to talk. We're going to the web page wes.org/ca, and this is the WES Credential Evaluation online portal where we are going to start the credential evaluations. Here, either you can go and click on this button and start the evaluation right away, or you can go and do a free evaluation of your degree. A free degree equivalency test. See what your degree is worth in Canada. If you click on this button, it will take you to the next page, which will give you the steps involved in how to get the free degree evaluation done. So step 1 is to enter the country where you have done your credentials or education. Then step 2, enter your credentials, and step 3, you will get the result of your degree and how it compares with the Canadian education format. Now you can go back and then you can also get started with your actual credential evaluation, and you click on the Get Started button. You will come to this page, and here it establishes or elaborates what steps are involved in getting your credential evaluation done. The first step is to apply to WES and receive a reference number. We will go through that process today in this video. The next step is to follow the document requirements and arrange for your documents to be delivered to WES. And the third step is WES prepares the Educational Credential Assessment, or ECA, and sends you an electronic copy, and your results will be available for access by CIC, or Citizenship and Immigration Canada. Now, you can either start the process by clicking on the Apply button here, or even better still, you can go down and check what type of documents are required. Now here you can select the country where you did your education, and I'm just going to select India just as an example. And as soon as you select the country, you will be immediately taken to this page. In case you have chosen the wrong country, you can go back here to this field and select the right country again. Now, here in this field, you will see what documents are to be sent. If you have done an university education, say for example, you have done a graduate or a master's program, you just click here, and here is the document which you need to be sent to the to WES. If you have done technical education, then you click on this plus button. If you have done, if you're a nurse who have done a graduate or a diploma nursing qualifications, you can click here. And if you're in any professional education, if you complete any professional degree like medicine, then you click here. And if you've done only secondary education, schooling, then you click here and get the documents required. Now, when you go down to this page, here you can see on the Apply Now button, you can click on this button to start the actual credential evaluation process. There's one good thing about this process here with WES is that once you start the process, and for some reason you have to wait or look for your documents to complete the process, you can just save where you have left off and then come back and complete it. this can be done only after you set up your account. This page here is your first step, and here you set up your account. You give your first name, your last name, your date of birth, your email ID, and you repeat your email ID in this column again, just in case you made a mistake, so that corrections can be done. Then you create a password, and you repeat the password in the second field here, so that you can correct any errors you have made. And the last part is the security question. If you click on this drop down menu, you can select one of the security questions you can choose from, and then you can go back and write the answer in this field, which this will allow you, in case you lose your password, it will allow you access to get a new password. And then when you click on create an account, it will take you to this page, and here you have to complete your personal information. Whatever you filled in the previous page will be there displayed on this page. Any additional information has to be given, like the middle name, your gender, your mailing address, etc. And then once this is done, you click on the submit button, which will take you to your education page. From now on, you're going to in this page you're going to provide all your educational credentials after your post-secondary education. So this is where you write your country of education, where you studied that course or the credential, and then you write the name of the institution and the name of the diploma or the certificate and the institution type, and then the years you attended. Select from which year to which year was the course, the duration of the course. There's one more field here which you have to select, and that is the year awarded. Now this may be different in some cases, because you might have completed your course, but you might have had some back papers which you took longer to complete, so that year must be given here. If you have completed, if you have been awarded your certificate or your diploma the same year, then you just write the same as the same year you completed. You can write that here as well. And then you click on this button that you have reviewed the required documents for this credential and agreed to submit those documents to WES. And once you've done that, you go to the next credential. So for example, you have done a bachelor's program, and you have done 2 diploma programs. So you first do one bachelor, the second diploma, then you do the diploma, and then you go to the other credential for the third one. You can add on any number of credentials based on the number of courses you have taken, and then you go and click on the continue button. This will take you to the next page, which will give you the list of services you can expect from WES, along with their fees. The fees is $200 for the credential evaluation assessment package. And once you have reviewed this, you can click on the continue button, which will take you to the next page. And here it will again display the same information as you had seen in the previous page, but here there's one more addition you have to do. You have to select the type of mail you want to receive your original document, original ECA report. And once you select that, you click on the continue button. But here what is displayed in this page here is for Canadian in Canada applications, because I have given a Canadian address. It is only provided options by standard mail by Canada Post or next day delivery in Canada for that type of service. But if you are international, then it will provide you the mailing fees involved for international applicants. And then you click on the continue button, which will take you here. Here it will give you the total amount payable. In my case, since I've given the Canadian address, I am charged the Canadian tax. But international applicants may be different. So here you get the full fees you're supposed to pay, and then you have to click on these two buttons after reading what is next to them, that you accept the terms and that you certify that all the information is true, and then you click on the submit button, and that will lead you to the next page where it will provide you options to pay. You can select which payment method you want to choose. You can either pay by credit card, which is the easiest. You can pay, if you are in Canada, you can pay by check or money order, because these check or money order can only be taken from a Canadian bank. So if you're international, this may not be possible. The third option, of course, is Western Union online money or money transfer, which is quite commonly used by international applicants. And once you have selected the method of payment, you have you will have to select those two conditions again and click on the submit application, which will take you to the next page. And here is a very important piece of information, which is your reference number. This reference number is extremely important because it is a reference number which you have to add on to any type of communication you send to WES, whether you are sending documents to WES or whether you are sending an email or electronic communication to WES. You have to always reference this number, because they will have to link your documents or your communication to your file. Therefore, this number is extremely important, and you have to use it for all your requirements. And then if you're paying by credit card, you can just click make payment, and voila, you will be taken to the next page, which is the payment page, the Visa page. Anyways, you can also see here, because you have selected, it will give you a list of documents which is very clear. Here, for example, what the special requirements are from a particular country. And because I have selected India, they have given the special requirements for India. And you may want to go through these requirements and click on each of those sections to find out what they really represent. And I can provide you in the next screenshots what they really represent. Here is if you for applicants submitting a master's degree or PG diploma, then you must also provide the bachelor's degree documents. Otherwise, WES will not be in a position to evaluate.
Now, when doing credential evaluations or WES credential evaluations, you are required to obtain transcripts of the course from the university or institution of your study. And while obtaining this, please provide the institution the required cost of couriering your documents to WES, which is trackable. Allowing the institution to send your credentials or the transcripts by ordinary mail may delay your process, or in some cases, the document may get lost.
Next thing is, if you are studying in some particular universities in India, you need additional documents. Okay, and then also there's one more last one is if you studied in the Sikkim Manipal University, WES will not evaluate you. This is one university in India where WES is keen not to evaluate students who have studied in that institution. So these are the special requirements for those countries, and if you click on the click here button next to them, you will be shown what they are. And below that is the list of documents which are required to be submitted, and it's very clearly explained below that, so you can have a look at that. This is how the WES evaluation works. You will have online access, and it is quite simple. It's quite straightforward as long as you follow what's given on the website. I hope this video is helpful, but if you have any questions, you can post it, and let us hopefully get many people do your credential evaluation so that you can apply for permanent residence to Canada.
Thank you all for watching this video, and hopefully you have learned something from this video. It's about the credential evaluation system adopted by WES, or the World Education Services, which is a requirement for your application for permanent residence to Canada under the skilled worker category. This is Joy Stephen outside the Polinsys studios signing off. Thank you.